Not that long ago, did it?
Yeah, are you still in Caliber or are you using the ebook viewer?
Uh,
Like, does it open it up in a different window?
yes, but
Are you trying to open the PDF of the game?
no.
No. What about is like the library and stuff visible in that window?
No, not in this window. Yeah, it says the name of it, ebook viewer.
If we have 25 credits, where do we put that?
Um, I don't know. Probably in biography looks like there's a field you can type in.
Is it under balance, maybe?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm ready.
Anybody gotten any of the combat rules to work? Try messing around with them.
Doesn't look like it worked. Pick a skill set. All right.
Yeah, it didn't register with me either.
Type error. Cannot read. Properties of undefined. Reading quote total. That's from a physical saving throw.
Yeah.
Under evasion, the same thing. Mental, I assume, is the same thing.
I'm gonna have to
Trying to
downgrade
roll.
my foundry.
Trying to fire a pistol. Just didn't do anything. Then there's no error.
Yeah. Yep. Kitty.
Sweet.
Weird, like I got it to work a couple times. Nope.
Okay. So I just wanted to check with actual like dice roll or something like that.
No, that's why I was resetting it. I was turning on and off stuff.
Come on, what is going on with you? He says jumping Jiminy Cricket. So evidently, oh God, that's so stupid. I was playing that I set my other monitor to landscape or portrait, and now I can't control it right. And doesn't make it any better. But maybe if I confused it. Ah. Ah.
Where the hell are these flies coming from? Do-do-do.
Exciting.
Hmm?
Exciting. Trying to fucking.
That's fine. I am not worried about that. My wife started a new job today.
Oh yeah.
First time she's left the house for a job in the last 2.5 years.
That about.
Translation gig is slowing down. It's not as profitable as it used to be. So she's been looking at other things. And she interviewed a few months ago at this place in Morgan Hill. It's a nursery, sell plants. And they needed an analyst.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm happy for her. But she's the first time she's had a hourly job in a long time, because her previous gigs were all like salary.
Yeah.
So she's not used to the whole clock in, clock out, all that stuff. So, yeah. I said, well, it takes to get used to, you know.
Implementing a check-in, check-out with our business according to federal guidelines. And I was ready this day that it would go live, because it was like, I don't know how our staff is going to be able to cope. And what you know it right off the bat, one of the people I would say was probably the most reliable when it came to stuff. I mean, she builds her own computers and everything, and she even screwed up and double booked.
Is it like a you're talking about clock in, clock out system?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's used to make mistakes.
Yeah. But I mean, if she made a mistake right off the bat, I can't imagine how bad it's going to be with the rest of these people.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things, like, takes time. Takes time to learn.
Yeah, it's not that difficult though. So hopefully it won't take them that long. Oh, that reminds me. Evidently I have to Discord my nephew because he doesn't pay attention to email or texts.
Yeah, that's a new thing. I got this 21-year-old employee who basically never checks emails and never checks texts. I don't know how to even get a hold of him. I'm like, did you get the email about your benefits? He's like, I don't check my emails, dude. I'm like, okay. How should I get a hold of you when I need you to check your benefits? Yeah, it's like, talk to my dad. I was just like, Jesus Christ, kid.
Yeah, we did have one guy come in with his mom for a job interview.
Just
Like, we're not flipping burgers. You're taking care of somebody. If you got to have your mom here to fill out the paperwork, I don't know what we're going to do with you.
nothing surprises me, man. I've worked with kids of all types.
We have a healer in the party yet?
I do have some healing. I'm not gonna say I'm the best healer in the world, but I can heal.
I've got a Lazarus patch.
I also took medic as my my equipment pack. I don't know if that helps you at all, but
Well, I was thinking about doing the biopsionics and using that for healing.
gotcha.
That's what I'll do. I'll be a physician.
Because it's psychic, you can heal thyself. Evidently, Caliber has a convert to PDF.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do now. Doesn't have a print option because I can print to PDF.
Where would you add the the class ability stuff? Because I remember I looked at the it says uh the second thing you can do something during combat. Once per scene, you can either dodge an attack or make an attack just automatically hit. Where to add that class abilities?
No. Here. What's the ability called? Is it called something? Will.
Oh, I forgot that I was still on mute. So I'm just a warrior, and it's just listed under class abilities for warrior, the second thing. But it doesn't really have a name. Hit bonus and attack bonus. To get yours.
Don't see anything here. I'll just make note of it somewhere. Maybe your biography.
Hate to destroy the canon of your game here, but this is going to be Doc Martin again.
Oh shit. Oh, Doc Martin strikes again.
All right, can you guys change the port number to 895 instead of 30,000?
Eight, nine, five. Okay.
Bye, Juju.
Not that one.
No, that does not appear to be loading.
Go ahead and take game off the end.
What was that? Take the what?
Game off the end. So it's just the URL, the number and the port.
97, 84, 67, 44, colon, 895.
Yep, nothing.
Zip. Let's try it. Let's give it the old, this site can't be reached error code.
What did you say to put it in?
It's not working.
Oh, it's not working.
No, 8.
All right, try 30895.
Are you punching that hole in your router as well?
That's probably a good idea.
Watch out, the Russian hackers are gonna get you.
Russian hack is gonna get you tonight.
It did not work.
Because the Russian hackers can't get him yet. But once they can, it's all over but the crying.
You said 30895, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, it did not work.
Russian hack is gonna get you. Russian hack is gonna get you.
Don't want to install a fucking update to manage
Sound like
my
a patch up.
fucking router from my phone.
You said that the thingamajigger crashed on for him. It says that the room ID is gone.
For Sean?
No, for Juju.
Or did you? Weird.
Yeah.
Tell him to restart maybe. Because Tom's still here. Not pay your Zoom.
It's paid by the year. So unless it expires in January, and we had problems, then you know there's a problem. Lord, there's a lot of colors. Six.
All right. Hopefully my device doesn't need to restart. Go ahead and try it now. 30895.
Loading.
Seems to be coming up.
Who was Pierce?
That was me. It's not me anymore.
Coming up.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, everybody see your character?
Two.
Okay, my character's there. Okay, everything is there. I think. Yep.
All right, Dr. Martin, no weapons?
Still putting stuff in.
Rylan Grace, MD. Or do it just need to be MD? No. We're gonna say you're already Doc Martin, so I can't be Doctor. I'm just
Okay.
gonna be Rylan Grace then.
Well, that worked out.
Yay, right?
Willen Grayson.
Ryland Grace, a former 10th grade science teacher who happens to have a PhD in astrophysics. Go with that. He postulated that life forms could be formed without the use of oxygen. That was his thesis. And he's been on a mission ever since then to prove it, because it got him laughed out of his college his attempt to become a professor, since no life forms had been found that weren't based on oxygen and water. These guys.
What happened to all the stuff in the
I've got to pull that
directory?
yet.
Okay.
So someday, Rich, we're gonna have to decide on a game system that we're gonna stick with.
Yeah, I think this is going to
Eventually.
be the last one that we try.
Ah, damn, no mecha hack.
Well, I mean, I will run Mecha Hack, but I don't think that that's going to be what I want to run for a campaign.
I understand. Yeah.
So I will definitely run it. But yeah, what system did you like best, Oliver?
What system I like best? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I played enough of any one particular system because I think I missed a few episodes here and there. I thought that the episode, that the season or the system that we used, I came in at the last half of it with the goblins. Was it goblins?
I was a goblin.
Old school.
That seemed like kind of fun.
Essentials.
Kind of like that one. But so I also like the funnel one too that you did.
Mothership. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it you liked about those two systems?
Simplicity, right? But then again, I like D&D too, so I think I'm pretty system agnostic. I'm not really. I don't think it matters too much to me, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask.
Yeah,
So-
to me, I don't think it matters. The system matters as much as the flow of gameplay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the system affects flow of gameplay.
It's true.
Yeah, that's the reason I want to get away from 5e is just so
Combat.
slow. Yeah, for combat. The thing's starting to pop up, Sean.
What's that?
The thing's
Oh
starting
yeah,
to
I
pop
see
up.
them.
I forget. Did you guys ever try Pathfinder?
I have not played Pathfinder. I know a little bit about it. I know Juju's played.
Because I never really had as big of an issue with combat in that game as I did with 5e. Like it's a little better. Like it's not like it doesn't cut it by half. Maybe like 25%. Because like it still gives a lot of options for combat, especially if you're a spellcaster. But then most of the crunch happens like before combat. Like it's oftentimes like, just as long as you crunch the numbers before combat, like everything is pretty okay. Like when you're setting up the character. What I'm trying to say is like it is crunchier, but
so my problem with 5e is hit points. Everything
Okay.
has too many hit points, and abilities don't do enough damage. So it leads to this slog where if it goes more than 2 rounds, it's past a half an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's high level D&D. That's like level 10 plus.
I mean, it depends.
I mean, generally speaking, the
Yeah.
higher the level we get, the harder the combats take because there's so many options. And
it's kind of why like the designers have really focused in on those first 10 levels of play more than
Well, I mean, that's a shitty excuse.
Yeah, it is a shitty excuse. It is really a shitty excuse.
Then don't go to 20 if you're not going to support.
well, but it's true though, because look, all of the campaign books
Oh yeah.
basically only took you to level 12. Right? I mean, all those seasons,
maybe 13.
Yeah, all those seasons is like 1 through 12, 1 through 13 at the most. But in reality, he's right. I mean, beyond that, it gets the rules are so rigid from the get-go that when you get to those super high levels, it's like, oh. It's very easy to game the system. So that's why the rules have to kind of be home ruled after that point, because there's just too many ways to game it
Well, I
to
mean,
your
and
liking.
to a certain extent, I mean, that's okay. Because like
Did
your ability should break the rules.
Yeah, I guess. No, I just don't think there should be rules in place as rigid as they are when you get to those levels. So
Yeah.
the GM has a lot more flexibility to ensure that the gameplay is still, you know, I guess difficult or enjoyable is another term for it, right?
Yeah.
But they
Like,
don't give you
but, like-
tools.
yeah, challenge is very subjective though. Like, because like I'm still constantly facing a lot of challenge in my Tuesday game, but then like it does take a lot of effort on the DM after that 10 level point. It does, because like you do like remember that that Dragon Lord fight or something like that, like the late game in like what was it called? Is the thing that basically just like had like it half damage, but also it took away like five damage for melee physical types attacks. Rich.
Oh, that's
I
that
don't know.
a crazy warrior dragon that you had us fight.
Yeah, that thing. Like
Oh.
I fucking
Fucking
died.
Took like 4 hours to beat the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Like I fucking died.
Oh, that was a rough game because we didn't have Tristan.
We did not have Tristan. And weren't we also missing one other person too? I forget.
Well, the most important person was Tristan because Tristan did so much
He did.
burst damage that would have been a much easier.
That was also that fear effect. That was just impossible, fucking impossible to freaking
Right.
pass. Oh fuck.
Pain in the butt. But that was definitely a very hard.
That was very challenging. Like if DMs aren't like homebrewing stuff,
But that again,
after,
yeah, you're right.
After a certain level, yeah, it does
That-
get
that-
impossible to keep up because
Wasn't
It's a
homebrew.
homebrew.
No, that was
That was homebrewed.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No,
that
was a
wasn't
book.
homebrewed, but that book wasn't part of the.
it is
quote-unquote-
technically homebrew.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
third person.
It was not
Well-
made at home. It's technically
Okay.
third party.
It's,
Okay,
it's third party,
okay,
but it
but you
wasn't
know
part
what
of
I
the
mean.
canon, but part of the actual official canon.
Right. It's not
Official-
official, but
yeah.
it's third party.
Okay, so wait, so is homebrew just something that the DM themselves has made? Like there's
Yes, exactly. Yeah, something you brew up at home.
Okay. Because like
Sorry,
wait,
Juju.
so wait then if something is made by someone else, it stops being homebrew. It becomes third party.
If it's published.
Okay.
If you use my rules that I use, which are rules that somebody else made up, it's also
Yeah.
homebrew. Because that's kind of the extent of it.
Okay. I'm just trying to. I was just confused about like what the difference between the third party and homebrew, like what because like it did make sense to me. Anyways,
Money, I would say. Money.
Okay, money.
or-
Money. Okay.
Production.
pay-
Production, maybe?
Did you pay for that? Then yeah,
Yeah.
it's a third party. If you didn't pay for it, it's homebrew. Okay, got it.
No, there's a lot of free stuff out there too, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
it's for production.
Oh my god.
You know, did they,
Well,
not
there
only
you
did
go.
they
Yeah.
write it, did they edit it? Did they proofread it?
Yeah, third party production through PP. That's what it's called everywhere. Couldn't remember what that other P stood for.
I think also like a big issue with fifth edition is that like still, there was this. So like what I understood from first edition and like up until fourth edition or something like that, spellcasters were, or might have just been the first two editions. And spellcasters were like weak at the beginning but strong at the end game.
Yeah.
But then you go up to fifth edition, that weak at the beginning, strong at the thing at the end game is not there. They're just constantly strong because of the flexibility of what they're able to do most of the time. And then it just snowballs from there.
Yeah, 3.5, they sort of kind of introduced cantrips, but you had to take a feat to get one.
Huh.
And it made it suddenly just utterly changed the warlock. You had to do certain things, like if you wanted to basically wanted firebolt, you had to buy a feat that got you the firebolt ability, and then you had to have in your list a spell of first level or higher that was a fire spell that you haven't cast.
Huh.
And then once you cast it, you can't do the firebolt anymore. But it was like, okay, so I'm sacrificing one spell level or one spell slot so that I have this little tiny pew pew pew. Yes, please.
Okay. And they kind of reworked that in Pathfinder. There's no need to get a feat for cantrips, but then it still has it that you can only cast cantrips a certain amount of times a day. They're not unlimited like they're in fifth edition.
That's the thing is, I like the unlimited aspect because they designed them specifically to go up alongside the fighters multiple hits. And B, it makes it so that you're never in a lurch. You're never stuck.
You're never throwing darts.
Yeah.
Which is
the
story of your life in fucking 1E.
Funny
Or,
funny
I cast
enough,
magic
like
missile. I cast sleep.
God. Funny enough, in my when I was playing a druid in Pathfinder, like I still opted to just like use a scythe, like just this big old like 2d4 scythe, and it's like it was fun. It was fun. Like, oh, I have all these different spells. I can AoE, I can debuff, I can buff. Oh no, I'm just gonna run up and just slam my scythe into someone. And like that was still a viable option. Like I wasn't good as a fighter, but I was still able to like just cut people in half. That was nice.
In
Right,
3.5,
So it works
Eberron,
now. Okay.
I played a druid that cast spells like once a week.
Oh damn.
Hey, is it possible that you're missing a light weapons in the inventory, Rich?
There's melee.
Not
Weapons.
seeing laser pistol.
That's
Oh,
under
ranged weapons?
ranged weapons.
Is that there?
Ranged.
Kind of makes sense, right?
It's not there.
Well, was there?
Now?
Ah, now it's
There it is.
Yeah, we just switched Foundry versions, so none of that stuff carried over. Kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Now we can roll. Oh, that's awesome. That shows shock damage too.
It just randomly decided that it doesn't want to go to certain places on the internet. Foundry
What's
being
that?
one of them.
What's that?
My computer is deciding it doesn't want to go to certain places.
What's
I'm trying to open
the
a Foundry.
what's the port?
97846744 30,000.
No, do 30895 instead of 30,000.
30895. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to install a different Foundry version.
I just realized I have a subscription to AutoCAD. It costs me $60 a month. But if I signed up for an annual account, it would cost $37 a month.
Yep.
It's like
you have to
half
pay it
the
all
fucking
at once, right?
well, $460, but or $420. It's like, well, that doesn't. It's for work. I mean, why wouldn't I want to pay half?
Exactly.
Holy Christ, that's crazy. Anyways, are we almost ready to start playing, boys? Because it's like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It is 9 o'clock.
I figured we weren't going to play too much tonight.
Oh yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
You sounded kind of stuffy.
Yeah.
Me?
Sick for
Not
3
you.
days.
Stuffy.
Yeah, you didn't sound stuffy until just now.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
I couldn't even tell.
It goes back and forth. Like I'll feel fine for a while, and then all of a sudden, fucking nose gets all stuffy. I'm surprised I haven't lost any energy yet. Doing that, getting up for
Is
a
it
while,
COVID?
wandering around. No, I don't think so. I've taken 2 COVID tests. Depends on how bad those at-home tests are, though.
Allergies?
No, I take allergy medicine. This isn't allergies. It's just cold. So I
had
haven't had
2
a cold
colds.
for 2 years, and then I took my mask off, and now I got a cold.
I had 2 colds in the span of 6 weeks, neither of which were COVID.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, my kid goes to school. You bring that shit home.
Little disease vector.
Yep.
Can't trust him.
Fucking hose him down when he gets home. Prison. Take off your clothes.
I'm gonna test some rolls here.
Yeah.
So I don't. Did it unset my preferences for rolling on screen?
Oh no, I didn't install the module.
Oh, okay.
Gonna reset it real quick.
That's so nice. Okay, so I had to refresh it to get it to come up. After you installed it.
Oh yeah. Huh? Right. So you are working for a company called Safety on Demand. They are a security company that is employed by several of the nations. I guess they're nations isn't the right word to use. Of the universe that are around your cluster. And they would like you to go to Voria 532 and procure something for them.
They want us to go to where and cure something for them?
Procure.
Procure. Okay. Laboria. Okay. All right.
Is that where Conan's from?
Is it?
Iboria.
Hmm.
Okay. I suppose that it's just us four. No extra
Do
minions.
we have extra minions?
And what are we procuring exactly?
It is a duplication machine.
Ooh,
They would
that
indeed
sounds
like you to
really
bring the
interesting.
whole machine. But it is giant.
What if we bring a duplicate of it?
Then they would still have the duplicating machine. So the core is really hard to make. So they'll take just the core, but they'd prefer to have the whole machine. The core will fit in like a gym bag.
So this is like a machine that can basically duplicate anything.
Anything that doesn't have a lot of parts to it.
So it's like a really complicated 3D printer.
Yes.
Gotcha. Not as good as a replicator,
Correct.
just a duplicator.
A simulator, not an emulator, right?
I like it. Okay.
It's being
It's
used
in my
by
alley.
a gang called the Serpents.
Of course. Do they know what they're doing with it?
They're using it to copy credits.
Bitcoin. Gotcha. They're making copies of Bitcoins.
And they're doing it on a Voria is a market town or a market planet. So there's a lot of it's easy to launder the money because in addition to digital currency, they are still using coin.
Oh, so they're making an actual physical coin.
Yeah.
With this bad boy. Gotcha.
Probably bills.
Whatever. Hard cash. So really what we're dealing with is forgers.
Correct. Yeah. That is what
Not
they're using it.
is it forgers, is that the right term?
Yeah.
What is the Secret Service?
Counterfeiters.
Counterfeiters.
There you go.
Counterfeiters. I knew I was messing that one up. So you're gonna send a scientist, engineer. What are you, Juju?
Towards south,
A what?
Combat.
Oh, okay.
Close combat.
Hey, we got somebody who can fight. Woohoo!
Well, technically, I can also. I can fight. I'm just a skill monkey. On top of that,
Sure. So we got a scientist, a couple of skill. Wait, actually, no. Sean, you changed, right? What are you now?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
We got a scientist, a doctor, I don't know, karate champion, and
Jujitsu.
and an engineer slash
Yeah.
hacker wannabe.
wannabe. Wow,
I mean, I'm just saying.
rude.
You're not a true hacker. You said you got lots of skills, so you got little things, you know.
I'm spread out.
Yes.
I'm so, but like the thing I'm best at is just like fixing shit.
Back to what I said. Engineer, hacker wannabe.
Right? They don't care who you are. You just work for them. You've basically, pull up the app and you go, okay, we want a job. This is what they're giving us.
All right. Well, I've been out of work since the university discredited my findings, so I'm pretty much down for anything, boys. Are you all boys? Maybe you're not boys. Maybe some of you are
Susan
girls.
is not a boy, but she is one of the boys.
All right. Cool. How about you guys? Where are you from?
Yeah, you guys want to describe your characters?
I'm an out of work scientist who got kicked out of university. Now I'm teaching 10th grade. Well, not out of work, but kind of am now because they kicked me out of that too. So I don't know, something about threatening young kids. They don't like that stuff.
Scare him straight.
I don't know why.
Get you straight out of a freaking job.
A bunch
Not
of
even scaring
freaking
them straight, just scaring them.
just snowflakes. I swear. You threaten one kid. You threaten one kid.
One.
All it
I
takes.
mean, he's being a dick. What can I say? Sometimes people need to get a little, medicine. You know what I'm saying? You'll call your wife a bald, Call your wife bald, you're gonna get smacked.
Huh.
Well, Doc Martin was a renowned xenobiologist and then discovered he had psychic powers to heal. So now he wants to test his skills, test the bounds of his skills out in the field.
Well, I do have some medical devices for in case you need some stim packs or.
Cool. I think we probably picked the same starting equipment.
Did you pick medic?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna change my shit then. I'm gonna
Alrighty.
pick something different then, because you didn't have that when I picked my stuff. You were a different character.
Right. I was
Remember?
Will
Well,
at
you can
that
have the
time.
same gear. It doesn't matter.
That's really funny. I'm sorry.
And I don't think you guys got all the same gear, right?
Yes.
How do I
Gear,
open that
no.
up?
Mine. Well, wait. Actually, funny enough, no, it was the same for me and.
Rich,
Well, there's like a gear selector thing that says pick one of these.
can I open my
Okay.
character sheet? Because I can't. It's locked. I can't open my character up.
You are Rylan? Is that right?
Yes. I can export data and import data, but I can't actually open it.
Is it already
Go ahead,
open?
Not on my screen, it's not, but who knows, right? I don't see it.
Try
I'll
refreshing.
reload. I'm sorry, Juju, go ahead. Or
Yeah,
Well-
I'm basically the Jedi counselor.
the what?
The Jedi counselor.
Tell
You're
me
a
about
mechanic.
your feelings.
Jedi.
Mechanic
Jedi.
counselor?
You're having
You're
problems with your
you-
mother.
Like the Jedi counselors were the ones who were supposed to go out and mitigate stuff. Mediate.
To go out and become counselors.
Okay. So I feel like for Susan Gondolo, she was a down on her luck technician, trying to scrape by until she kind of just by chance took a job to just whack somebody. You know, like she was just that down in the
Jesus.
dumps. Yeah, and she realized she was really good at it. So she ended up just using her tech skills to give herself an in to jobs and whacking the person while she was on the job and just scoot right on out right after.
So you're
And-
whacking him.
As long she got the job done. But I guess like she still like held her tech skills to some degree, and she still wants to focus on that, even though like she's kind of like put herself in that hole of like, hey, you know, once you become an assassin, it's really hard to get out of it.
Gotcha. So you have an assassin, a
Pretty
counselor,
much.
a down on his luck scientist, and a doctor. Sorry, a scientist with an aggression problem. All right, so I'm gonna change to I guess I'll change to scout.
Like you got your thing open.
Me? Yes, I do. I'm gonna change my stuff. I must say that this is a very good system for pulling in inventory.
Yeah, I like it when they actually put stuff in.
It helps
It's
a
hard
lot.
because technically some of them can't because it's copyrighted material. But all this stuff is there's a free version. The guy like actually talked to him.
That's cool.
You talk to him?
Yeah, he talked to the creator of the game.
Why is knife not in here?
The,
Primitive weapon.
yeah,
Oh,
with a small weapon.
You go under melee.
melee, primitive, just small
The
primitive
search
weapon.
search works well.
It does not work for knife though.
That's not in there then.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's kind of strange. Service
That's why they
center.
don't have to list
That's-
1,000 different knives.
Nice copyrighted.
Dude, wouldn't doubt it, man. Compad, survey scanner, survival kit. Okay, so who's flying us there? Or are we just gonna magically appear?
Yeah, you can get a flight there. They call you an Uber. Get a train
Mhm.
ticket. It'll take a couple days to get out there. Anything you guys want to do on the ride out?
Plus,
Study up on the planet.
All right, so
Just, reading medical magazines.
the planet is like a city planet, right? It's mostly city. There are spots of wilderness there, but they are most of it is like large public parks. This is the place to go if you want something. They can usually get you just about anything you need if you know the right people here. Yeah. about it.
Okay.
Anything
So what about
else
this
to say?
gang? Do I know anything about the gang? Did they give us any literature on them?
Serpents is run by Dana Orton. She's sometimes called the Rat.
Dana the Rat.
I'll make sure to call her that when I see her.
You dirty rat. They are they used to be a group of pirates, but they have been going towards the technical stuff more recently. It was Dana who pushed to build this fabricator, this duplicator.
Do they have like a history of violence, or is it something that they try to avoid?
They're definitely a violent gang.
Some of my
So they plan on doing violent things when they get what they need.
If they don't get what they need, yeah.
But they also plan if they get what they need, because if we're going to bring back this thing that duplicates thing, they're probably going to use it to do violent things, correct?
They're basically printing money with it right now.
All right.
So we have options here. We can try to convince them to give it to us, i.e. sell it to us, or hand it over, or we could violently try to take it from them. Or the third option would be to attempt to steal it from them when they're not looking.
I like the stealing.
I mean, is there any other options?
And yeah, I think those are it.
Okay. They're violent, so they're probably not going to want to give it up willingly unless we can find some force that is greater than them that they're afraid of. That may be the only convincing that we could do, is by basically, you know. Here's the thing. We're trying to obtain this for our corporation that we work for, right? But or did they have a legal right to it? Like, was it stolen from them? Or they just want it because they wanted to basically be counterfeiters as well?
No, the security company works for planets in the area, and the planets come to them with jobs. So
Okay, so this
planets
is
want
legitimate
this
then.
thing. Yeah,
As far as we know, it's legitimate.
right. Yeah,
We're not going to steal from
I mean,
one gang and give it to another.
exactly. Yeah, there's probably corruption going on there, but
Okay. So we have a formal document from a company that works with the planetary system. So with our, I guess, do we have any clout or power? Can we maybe impress upon the local police to assist us?
they might. That's definitely an option.
Hmm.
That's what I meant by convince. I mean, if they feel like the whole army of the planet's going to come down on top of them and wreck their lives, then they might be more willing to give something up like this.
They're hiding out here because the security is kind of lax. The government.
Yeah. And they probably paid them off with fake bills.
They're real.
Well,
They're just duplicate.
they're
They have
not
the same
real.
serial numbers.
Real fake
Right.
bills.
They're real good looking fake bills. What are you eating, Rich? Looks tasty. Oh my God, look at that thing. I don't know,
I can
Beyond
try to,
Beyond Burger.
I can try to make a connection here and get somebody to guide us around.
Okay.
All right.
Is that some sort of power you have, or
It's a skill, connect. Yeah, no, it didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't bring up a description.
Yeah, I have.
if you hit edit?
Oh, yeah.
I also have a connect skills as well.
Yeah, find people to help, be helpful to your purpose and get them to cooperate with you.
So can we join together to try to D&D-esque roll with advantage?
It would be with +1.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you guys can definitely do that. How are you working together?
Um,
Well, we're gonna basically be like a tag team sales unit. Good cop, bad cop. No, I'm just kidding. I
Good
don't
cop,
know.
better cop.
well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah, good
know,
cop, bad
we
cop
need
to the cops.
assistance.
We're here to help the
Yeah.
cops. Like he'll present the emotional side of it, and maybe I'll present the logical side of it, because we want to get these guys off the planet because they're gonna fuck up your economy. He's gonna say people are gonna get in fights and arguments over money because there's gonna be so much of it, and then they're gonna be like, it's gonna wreak havoc on the citizens, and you know what I'm saying. Present two sides of this of an argument to get the local authorities on our side.
Is it authorities that you were looking to connect with, Juju?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we might want to do it separately, and I go for somebody. No, I guess work together. We're looking for a gang, so yeah, I think authority would be the best.
And how are you guys like dressed? What do you guys look like a band of when you walk up on people?
Professionals.
Like
think
was
I'd
you
probably
in the
look
head
like-
professionals, or like
No,
going to
like
work.
people who we're going to work, not like that, but like we're here on official business attire.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not wearing gold chains.
I think I'd probably look like a grease monkey, but without the grease. Like I'm a little too
So you
clean
look like
for
a
the
monkey?
clothes that I'm wearing. Oh wow!
What you should have said is without the grease and without the monkey.
Without the monkey, but I'm a skill monkey.
I'm in white doctor's attire, but I'm not going in with these guys. I'll stay out in the van.
All right.
Waiting.
I'm technically
Getaway
not
van.
going in with them either.
All right.
We're
Is
not criminals. It's not a getaway van.
No, but
Yet.
I do have something that I was thinking about that
Okay.
while they're kind of doing what they're doing inside the building, I
Mhm.
want to know if I could hit the streets and like use my notice to try and get a feel for like the area.
What are you trying to get out of it specifically?
Like if there's people like kind of like watching the building or maybe like some sort of criminal
building?
activity that's was that?
What building?
Oh, the police building that they're going into wherever they're going.
Oh, one more thing I'm going to study when I'm on the ship, Rich, is I'm going to study how to get the core out of this machine. I'm assuming they gave us drawings or technical manuals or
Something
Maybe.
like that.
maybe Will can
Pull and
help.
pray.
Don't cut
Oh,
the
yeah,
red, don't cut the
yeah.
red wire. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I
It's
got
all red
fixed for a
wires.
reason. Yeah. Oh god. Well,
I'm
which one's the
colorblind.
which one's the lesser red wire? Which one's the redder wire?
They're all red.
Don't cut the reddest wire.
The reddest wire.
All right. And Sean, is there anything you want to do?
Nothing special
All
I
right.
can think about doing.
All right. So, who wants to make the roll? I would say it'd
You
be a
do.
Charisma Connect.
I have a 0 modifier on charisma. I have a 0 modifier on connect. You as well? So do you want to make the roll or shall I? You're very quiet.
Was muted. Barely.
Fancy roll.
You're
Yeah, we got-
supposed to
we
add
got a
one
plus.
as well.
Could have +1 on that too.
Yep.
They said plus one. Oh, well.
All right. So yeah, you approach this guy, and he's like, you know, actually, who do you approach?
We
You
try
looking
to
for like
talk
a
to
beat
the
cop,
chief,
or are you trying to
the chief of the
heading
police,
into the station?
chief of the station. Yeah, the station. Like maybe talk to I don't know, one of the higher ups if possible.
All right.
Hey,
So
we've been sent by the blah 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 corporation who's working with the interplanetary yada yada yada. Great investigator, you know, so on and so forth.
all right. He'll let you know that he'll bring you into his office, and he'll say that the security forces, security companies don't really have a lot of sway down here. It's mostly military police and gangs. He says a lot of the police are corrupt, but it's a hard thing to wash out of a planet like this. So while he's not for that, he there are times when he knows not to press that because he does value his life and career.
So
But
you
he
get so it's like
himself
the
is not
mob.
dirty.
So it's like some of the people in the force are like the mobsters, the protection, they're paying for a protection racket kind of thing.
Very few of that kind. More like they're being paid off.
Does he know of any enthusiastic young cops who haven't been swayed yet that might want to help us out?
Are we trying to get help or are we trying to put pressure on the pirates to
Or
We're
maybe
gonna
even
need
just like
somebody to basically walk us around, tell us what's what.
yeah, just like
Gotcha.
information is like the best thing that we can get.
Okay.
All right, he can assign a beat cop basically to kind of direct you around and keep you out of or show you into the worst parts of the planet.
God, just turns me on thinking about all the fun problems we're gonna get ourselves into.
Speaking of problems, do I spot anything while I'm outside?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a notice roll. It'd probably be wisdom and notice.
Sorry, I'm trying to find like there it is. So I have a +1 to wisdom. Let's see.
So click notice.
Yep, collect it, and I click that, and boop.
There are definitely police hanging around outside the building, across the street, that kind of thing.
Okay. And do they kind of like try and eye us up, like what we're doing there?
Not that you noticed, no.
Okay. Is like, even though my character wasn't there for what they were talking about, if they collaborated with me, like about like, hey, like after they got back, hey, there's dirty cops, I wouldn't be able to notice that like dirty cops were trying to like be suspicious of us or something.
I
I
think they
mean,
would all be
you can
suspicious. in
you can
general.
try again if you like, if you want to hang out here and look around. But otherwise, you were doing it at the same time they were in there.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was wanting to do at the same time as what they were doing, just kind of get a feel for the area. And then because I didn't notice like anyone being like suspicious of us, like it feels like, guess it was like just, it was kind of like one of those hunches, but it didn't pay off. And that was it.
So the first thing that we really want to know is, do we know where the heck these guys are even keeping this thing?
Yeah,
we
we-
need to find their territory.
And that's something.
How much
that we should-
information were we given?
Literally as much as I gave you.
What about
Okay.
credits?
I probably gave you too much information.
So maybe the cops can tell us more.
Did they give us any credits to try to obtain this thing?
Paid
Oh.
after you bring it back.
Yeah. What I'm probably guessing though is that like
Hmm.
if we want to try and scam them, like say that we're going to try and buy it from them, we would probably make our own counterfeit stuff, like just like in the, you know, in the movies where they'll have that one layer of cash like on top, but everything else is fake.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to sell it to anybody, no matter the cost, unless it's literally like the
Probably,
cost of
yeah.
their life or the cost of their freedom.
Yeah, and you figure because they are counterfeiting with it, they're probably not going to take cash. They're probably going to want digital currency.
Oh yeah.
Completely makes sense.
Wait, I'm a hacker.
Hacker.
Got that
I'm a fucking
blockchain
hacker.
security.
Oh gosh, like I could just counter, like it just like
You should sell them NFTs.
like make it a fake thingamajigger that says we have a whole bunch of money to send them, and then just like hey, I'm ready to wire this money to you if we get this big ol' item off you. Just get it to the specific spot and we'll be able to make the deal and stuff like that. And like even though like I'm not the best hacker, I am not the worst hacker.
I heard this guy talking about NFTs, and he's like, everyone and their grandma's making NFTs. So I made made an NFT of my grandma and sold it.
Oh god.
It's crazy.
I have a
that-
Bitcoin and an NFT. Because Burger King gave me a Bitcoin and DC gave me an NFT.
What? Wait, who gave you an NFT?
DC.
DC, like as in comics? Why
Yeah.
would they? Why?
Because they
They gave it away on
can.
DC Day
Yeah.
or whatever they call it.
And then I have, I don't know how much
Call it not Marvel Day.
Burger King crypto, but I have that as well.
Good stuff.
It's not even Bitcoin. It's Burger King crypto.
It's Burger King crypto. yeah.
Dogecoin is worth way
Fucking
more.
weird.
I got some
Fuck.
doggy coin.
Trade the Burger King coin for Dogecoin.
No, wait. Dogecoin is fucking on the way out, or it's already gone.
Was
You
that
didn't sell that. If you got that shit, you lost.
Doggy
You already
coin?
lost the game.
That was a fucking sell right away
Well,
shit. Watch it jump up and then sell that shit.
It's funny because I had it at like 6 cents and it's still a 14 cents. That's not like it's, but it did go up to almost $1. It's like, oh shit. Almost $1. Actually, it went up to like 65 cents.
That's why you got to get
It's a pretty
100
good
of them
return
whenever you
depending on
get
how much you
something.
invested.
I don't have barely any money invested in that.
I bought
Virtual
$1
currency.
worth.
No, I bought like
I made
$400
$1.50
worth.
off.
I
That's
got
not
400
bad.
bucks worth.
Yeah, if I
shit, if
sell,
you sell it, it's still $800. Double
sure,
about, right?
whatever.
Or
Yes,
sold
it
half of it,
is.
you got your initial pack, and you just keep going.
Hell, you keep it and it goes to 50 bucks at Dogecoin, and all of a sudden now you got a bunch of money. Why would you want to sell any of it then, right? Just look at the Bitcoiners who sold all their shit off when it was like $100 because they thought it would never go higher.
Kicking themselves right now.
How much is a Bitcoin now?
Like 50
Thousands.
grand.
One Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the thing, right? You don't know when to sell these things. You don't know when to hold them. Who knows? It's like people who are
Don't
like,
know
You
when
never
to
know.
walk
You don't know
I
when to
had-
walk away, and you
I
never know
had-
when to run.
10, yeah, but it's different at a poker table, right? Poker table, you could, there's a definite pot there, and how much you have on your thing for shit like this is like, oh, it could go to $1 million, or it could go to zero. It's like a really high stakes poker game, like unlimited. Doesn't make a difference. You could lose it all tomorrow, or in the next minute.
Yeah, it's kind of like a poker game where the pot is invisible all times.
No, I
No,
mean,
the pot's
pot's very much visible, but it's also, but
the risk is
have-
invisible.
right, you can see all their tails. So if you're paying attention, it's not as much of a gamble.
I don't know. It's all a gamble. It's just a big old gamble. So
Yeah, because you
Anyways,
don't know where it's
so-
going. The pot, a poker pot will get
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
it
so,
never
like,
It
shrinks.
goes up and down every day.
So we're just going to be here gambling away our lives.
Right?
Maybe we could trade them with virtual currency, like you just said.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I was thinking, like maybe if I hack like a page or something like that to make it look like we have a whole bunch of money, that we have a whole bunch of digital money.
You would definitely have to do something like that. There's no way you could hack and make money.
Yeah, no, it's just like making up a fake amount. Like we don't actually have that. It's just like we just hacked a page or something like that to make it look like that.
See, that'll work for the guy at the desk at the hotel that you swore you canceled your reservation, but
Oh,
it
gosh.
won't work. Literally, I had to go to the room. Like, I'll print it up real quick. And I went to the room and I doctored it, so it said cancel. Brought it down, the
Oh.
printout. Went like, here, see, it's on the printout here. I don't know how this computer can get it to you.
You're such a hacker.
I would
Right.
definitely do that if I could get away
Photoshop
with it.
master.
Man. All right, so he's showing us around. What do we see? What do we do? What do we got going on?
Well, he asked you, what do you want to see?
Oh, we want to see where these guys are at.
Yeah, so you want to go to their territory.
Sounds like it, yes.
Yeah.
So they are in kind of an in-between economy area. They are between like the rich and the poor. They're like a middle class area. But they've recently built a couple of extra tall buildings. So we're talking things like 400 floors. And they're tending these more towards the rich side of town and less towards the or this area, and less towards the poor side.
Tried to find the area.
But they still kind of have power in the some of the poor side of town. They fight with the predators.
Another gang.
Gang or
Gang, yeah.
actual
Okay.
predators? Okay. We're like, oh,
There's predators
just
on the
wandering
planet
the
as
city
well,
all the time, huh?
walking around invisible, shooting freaking people and putting skulls
shoulder
on
gun.
trees.
I
I
just
was
imagine
thinking, like,
every once in a while, some like displacement beast kind of thing wanders into town and eats somebody.
yeah, I was just like thinking of this big old giant cat that just goes invisible. Oh, fucking shit.
Christ. So they have enemies as well.
Right. It's less of a violent um, relationship and more of a kind of backstabby relationship.
They don't want open war, but
Right.
they'll still take out a street guy every once in a while.
Right. And the serpents are increasing, have been gaining a lot of money. The
Tunnel snakes.
cop doesn't really even know how, doesn't know what they got into recently, but something they got into has been making them a lot
Okay,
of
so
money.
the serpents are the ones with the
Duplicator, yeah.
well, duplicator. So he doesn't know that they have the duplicator. He just knows that they're somehow, some way richer than they used to be. So they're able to buy things off more.
Very few people would know that they have a duplicator.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we shouldn't let them know just in case, huh? Okay.
Yeah, because like we don't know which cops are the corrupt cops, and like if they know that we know,
Okay.
then
But they
the
know
enemy
what I
will know.
know.
I
Yes.
think.
Oh, you know
think
what the worst part is? I mean, yeah, you tell the crap cops. So how are they paying you? Cash? Well, guess what? They're making it. So once that goes away, so does your income revenue.
this is just like that that Netflix show I watched. What the hell was that? Jack Reacher.
Oh yeah.
Or was that Amazon Prime?
Yeah,
Amazon
Amazon
Prime.
Prime.
But I accidentally fucking do the plot to Jack Reacher here.
Kind of, sort of. Corrupt
I'm gonna run to
cops.
the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
I've never heard of it
Duplicator.
Yeah, were they forging money or counterfeiting money?
Forging cash, counterfeiting cash,
How funny.
and the half the freaking towns on the payroll, like the mayor, and there's
no
only a
new
couple good
ideas.
cops. It's a pretty good show,
Alright.
actually.
Well, maybe maybe you can be our guide then.
Well, he just went in and fucking killed everybody. So, I mean, you know,
an option.
that's probably not what we want to go with this one.
It's an angle.
There was some angles in that show as well. But I think that our best option would be to infiltrate the gang, gain their trust, swap out, get to the machine somehow, some way, get gang access to it, and see if we can do a little switcheroo on the core. So they think that they still have the machine all safe and sound. You know, it's the size of whatever, some tremendously huge thing. So it's not, they think we could move it, but maybe they don't realize that if we could just get the core, our hands on the core, that would be useless for them, but we would have, you know.
But the boss want the whole machine.
They do, but they'll take just the core.
Oh.
So we have two options. We can go kill everybody and take the machine, or we could try to infiltrate them and just take the core. So we don't, you know, die.
I mean,
You know.
infiltration will take time.
What was that?
Infiltration will take time.
Well, is there a limit on how much time we have?
No, but the longer we're in contact with them, the more likely they'll
course
be
they-
to find out we work for somebody.
Well, everyone works for somebody.
Not if you're trying to be part of their team.
So we want to work for them. But that would been beg the question, why would they want us? Why would they trust us? Why would we gain their access to their moneymaker? I got it. Maybe it's broke. And
We're repair
we're
people.
the repairmen.
That sounds like a sitcom.
The worst part is we could play the unknown organization that somehow knows they have it, does it, and just wants to make use of it for something specific, or make a deal with them to use it to make something specific for them, not necessarily cash, but like some valuable piece of equipment or something.
Say that again. I'm not following.
So like we pretend we're part of some other organization that doesn't want to take control of the machine because it's too much trouble, but would like to partner with them because we need certain parts that are illegal or hard to come by, you know,
Okay.
like maybe it's a diamond-esque style thing where, you know, mining it's too much trouble, but it's needed to do all this other shit.
Okay. So how does that gain us access to the machine?
Well, we would have to inspect it to make sure that it would work for our needs.
Yeah, but then they would just make a copy of whatever we're asking for and say, "Will this work? Here's the copy."
Yeah, but we're not gonna be like we're gonna want to watch them make the copy,
Why? I mean, I'm putting myself in their shoes.
because otherwise, how do we know they're actually making a copy of it? They're not just getting something out of the back room.
Because it's something super special that you can't find anywhere. That's where our whole idea is.
Right.
So I'm trying to think of what
Doesn't
reason.
mean within the 2 hours it's supposed to fabricate it, they can't go find something like that.
Well, I mean, then we get a free copy and we go, well, that's cool. Now make me 50 of them. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, well then deal's off.
You know,
I'm
Or
trying
have
to
a-
think of like what Rich is gonna.
I mean, I'm not saying that we make our way in, so we find out where the machine is, and then later on we can come back, you know, a day or two later, and infiltrate and extract.
So you want to use subterfuge to convince them to make something for us. And then demand that we watch that being made.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, we want a
Okay. So anybody else have any other ideas?
Okay, so
demonstration. That's what it is.
So I have my idea. Juju has his idea.
I feel like I would like to know at least how big this thing is before there's a different idea that I
Big.
was thinking of. Yeah. So like it's not portable.
Well, he says the core is portable.
Okay.
The
So the
core.
core is portable. Okay.
If you
But
can get the
the
whole
mach-
thing out, he would love that, or they would love that.
So in
Okay.
other words, we can
But
go
they
in with a
assume you can't.
bulldozer. Right.
Yeah.
So you'll be grabbing this thing that fits in a gym bag. It's probably like
Got it.
I don't know, 18 inches long and maybe 12 inches around, circular kind of
Gotcha.
thing. Circular
And this
Okay,
thing's
so-
got to be under constant surveillance.
Yeah.
There's no way that they would leave something like this unattended. Probably
Oh,
got
yeah.
at least
Yeah.
Never.
probably got at least 10 guys standing around.
Which
Maybe.
we'll find out if we can get a demonstration.
Yeah, nobody
You know,
knows
we
about this
clock the
thing.
cards.
They would question how you found out about it, if they even admitted
So
to
yeah,
it.
how does our company know about this item?
You have no idea.
Oh,
They work
fuck,
for
okay.
planetary governments, so
Right. So they probably have like an inside guy or something like that, or maybe just like someone that kind of just worked out the possibility of it actually existing without like 100% proving, but maybe like 99%
It's a guess.
proved it. Yeah,
it's a guess. You're gonna get there, and they're not doing that. It's really just a fucking minting machine. Some guy up there cranking it out.
Just makes mints.
Well,
They got one of the words wrong.
What do they call that? They
It's
call
a
it
mint
that.
presser. It's not a
They
minting.
call it a Turkish Robot? Is that what it's
Oh.
called?
I thought for a second I was thinking like Turkish delights or something.
Gosh.
Yeah,
There's a term for that.
right.
It's basically, you think it's automated, but the reality is there's somebody in the background doing the work, like by hand.
Oh, right.
Oh man.
What's the name of that? The term?
Gonna bother me now.
Right. As for convincing them,
Mechanical Turk.
we do have two psychics in the group. So what's to say we don't work for the ball of psychics and that somebody just, clairvoyance this or something.
Yeah, that's like it made so much more sense when you mentioned that. And it's like, wait a minute, maybe they just read someone's mind about it.
Well, the other thing is like, well, first of all, guys, you have to understand, and I would assume this is true, very few people actually know about it, even in their own gang.
Oh yeah.
Because the more people that know, the more people who are susceptible
Or
to
people have to die.
Right, like the idiot
psychic
who's like,
probing.
hey baby, I got a printer in the back that'll print you anything. You gonna lay me now?
Yeah, I don't
Oh my god.
I don't
I
know.
mean, you let too many people know, that's gonna end up happening in the game.
Yeah.
Like
So yeah,
Somebody-
most likely someone read the right mind at the right time.
or just they got some sort of premonition about it. Like they touched the credits and it showed it where it came from.
Oh yeah. What is it? What is that called when like you touch something and like you get memories of
Psychometry.
it? Yeah.
Okay. So Sean, thoughts? Other than smash and grab, we could just do a smash and grab, guys.
Oh yeah, if we could pull that off, then we could pull the whole machine. But
We don't know how like decked out these guys are, because like if
Yeah,
they're if they're able to make like counterfeit money, most likely they milked for it as much as they could to be able to protect it.
right.
Oh yeah, they have the fanciest guns. And
So should we do
Yeah.
like a few days of like reconnaissance? Mm,
I feel reconnaissance is like very good. What kind of psychic powers do you two have, by the way?
Mine's
Chat.
all healing stuff.
I'm a precog. I can tell you what's gonna happen in a minute.
That's very useful. That's a good thing to have. Like, if I'm gonna fuck up, I would like to know that I'm gonna fuck up so I don't fuck up.
Okay. So Rich, my idea is we we break it and then we come in as technicians and swap the core.
I could just like have a fake core ready just to put into it, and I just make it glow for a while.
Well, the core is a
Until
very
we
rare
could
thing.
kind of do a smash and grab where we do the same thing. We just break in and swap the core, and they don't think anything of it until they try to make something.
What'd you say, Rich? By the way,
This core is a rare thing, so
Yeah.
it'd be less likely that you would come in and replace the core. You would probably come in and fix the core.
okay. Well,
If
I
nobody
mean, like
knows
more
it's there,
like
then they're not going
like
to buy
we-
that.
it's more that like I come in to repair the core, but in the meantime, I'm replacing it with a fake. Like
Well, but then it won't work.
that's the thing. Yeah, it's like I just make it look like it's gonna work, and then we just dash out.
Although they'll probably want to start it up before we leave.
Yeah, I don't let the repairman go until my refrigerator fucking goes down to 35.
That makes sense. It does.
Okay. So then Juju's plan.
But I mean, that is a good way in there.
Yeah. I mean, what could
remember,
you
just
see?
because I'm discounting part of your plan doesn't mean you have to throw the whole thing in the trash.
Right.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
saying
we
like the
could
smash and grab would just be smash and grab
legitimately
the core.
break it and then legitimately fix it. And that
Then
gets
you'd
us
be
in
back
and
at square
out,
one.
but we know where it's at and all that.
Hey,
stuff.
we said we bring it to you. We
Okay.
didn't say it would be working.
The thing is, though, that's technically my MO. That is my character's MO. She works for people that like, you know, needs her like fix it capabilities. She gets what her job done, most oftentimes assassination, and then she walks out just
Well,
a random Joe Schmo.
The thing is that this is like specialty equipment that is hard to
Yeah.
make, hard to manufacture, and that's why it's
Yeah.
so it's going to be rare that you know how to fix it.
Yeah, I'm decent at it. Like, I'm probably better than the average schmuck. But yeah, like
So it wouldn't be
probably
about
just,
how good you are at it. It'd be about how well known you are for repairing esoteric technology.
that part. Yeah, that's
That
It's not
more
about
jack of all trades.
what you know. It's a who knows you know it.
Do we know how often these things break? Can we get that information?
I would say it's uncommon unless they fuck it up somehow.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
it is
kind of thinking like, what is
It
this
is
thing
a bunch
made
of
out
pirates
at
and
least?
thugs. I mean,
I mean, you're a hacker, so maybe you could create yourself a digital ID backstop, whatever,
Oh yeah,
that
hopefully
says
easily.
you know how to make all that, work all those kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I'd probably have to like. Neither of you have any like mind reading abilities, though, right?
No.
Okay, but you have the precogn ability, so like maybe like I would probably get like I think of what I want to say. You use your precog. You tell me what.
No.
No, okay. I don't know how it works. So
That
like,
wouldn't
I'm
work
just-
anyway because you'd be like,
I'm just-
okay, all right, I know what I'm gonna say. Is it gonna work? No. What the hell are you guys talking about? The gangster saying.
It's more that
It's
court,
1 minute in the future. So if you're thinking about what I'm supposed to put on, what you're supposed to put on the website, that wouldn't work either.
Okay.
You can tell if somebody's going to slop mustard on their shirt. That's about all you're good for. Is that what
Well,
it is?
no. If I'm looking at a big red button,
hold
I
that
can
hot
tell if that
dog
big red button
firmly.
explodes.
Got it.
It does not. The building does.
Oh god.
You're right.
Well, the button
In all
is
the
part
wrong
of the building.
ways.
The button is part of the building.
Yeah, I pasted it in chat or clicked it in chat, whatever.
What's that?
The 3
Oh.
psychic abilities you guys have.
Gotcha. Well, any which way we're gonna go, we have to get to know. We have to get to figure out who the hell this gang is and possibly figure out where this thing's located. And that's gonna be tough enough. So that possibly should be our first like goal.
Yeah.
And then we can maybe come up with a decision on how we're going to proceed. So maybe we start by going to their territory. And I don't know. This duplicator, does it need lots of power to run?
It needs not lots of power, but it needs industrial power.
Okay, so it would be located in an industrial area. Also, does it need raw material?
You would assume it needs something, but you don't know what.
Back to the power idea. Does it take enough power that it would fundamentally change the power footprint of a building? Like how they look for pot growers back in the day?
It depends on how big the building is.
Well, we know it's going to be secure. It's going to have lots of people around it. It's going to be, what's the term? It's probably going to be obvious. It's not the right term, but conspicuous.
Okay, but they also said that there's two different gangs. There's the Snake Gang, and then there's also the Predators. So like the section of where both of those gangs work is like split in half essentially, or maybe like 30-70 or something like that. So like, do we have at least like
it's more like a
section of-
line. It's not like
Yeah.
split
The
up.
Mason Dixon line, it keeps moving back and forth.
Yeah, so like, do we have a general like position that?
Yeah.
They're gang. Okay, so like,
Yeah, Angel can tell you that.
okay, so as long as we're looking in that part of the city, like, eventually we'll probably kind of get a feel for where their, if not their headquarters, but at least like where a lot of their forces are kind of.
Well, Angel just told you that
Centralized
they just built a 400-story building.
Oh, right. You said, yeah. Oh, crap. Fuck. That's a lot of building to cover. And, oh, gosh. Huh.
Well, not really.
And how big is the device supposed to be again?
It would fill like 5-foot cube.
Oh, that's it?
Maybe larger. Maybe a little larger. Like a couple of tape machines.
So it doesn't
Imagine
need-
how
doesn't need
heavy
that
one of
big a
those things
room.
would be.
It would need like a 10x10 room.
Okay, because I was hoping maybe it'd be big enough they'd have to dedicate like a floor.
They probably do have a floor dedicated to it. It's just that like they have the machine, and then they have everything that the machine makes, and like kind of like gets it all ready to.
So obviously we're looking for a place that can be secured. We're looking for a place that has a decent power draw, industrial style power going to it. We're looking for a place that is probably taking regular deliveries in and out. And we're looking for a place that is obviously being guarded from the outside for intruders.
Oh yeah. So what we could probably
So-
do is like go based off what they just said, is that that 400-story building, we could probably line up the dates from when they started to get very, very like lucrative to. Oh wait, no. Actually, never mind.
Well,
Never mind that last part. But we could at least stake out the 400 floor building.
Well, I mean, we can start with something a little easier, which is eliminating the other buildings by having you hack the power grid and
That's
see if
true.
any of them are drawing the power.
Yeah.
There you go.
Would I be able to do that?
Yeah.
Hack the power
that's
grid and
definitely
kinda
something you can do. Probably be
Get
like
some
an
water.
intelligence computers or hacking, whatever it is. Program?
Just clicking buttons to get there. Hack.
Program. Intelligence program.
Oh, program. Intelligence and roll. I got okay, 7, I think. 7, yeah.
You can't find anything under 20 stories that draws that much power, which is probably about 3/4 of their territory. If you're kind of looking at their territory, it kind of goes it's like a triangle, right? Slopes up from like the slums or low buildings, and it goes up, and then like there's this 400 floor tall tower at the end,
Right.
and closest to the end of their territory, on the rich side of the neighborhood.
So you said nothing under 20 stories is drawing all too much power, so it most likely would be this 400-story building.
There's probably like 6 or 7 buildings that it could be, and yes, that is one of them.
Okay, so we can at least like stake out those other buildings first, because maybe we get lucky that it's one of the smaller buildings. And if it is one of the smaller buildings, it's a whole lot easier to get in, get out than a 400-story building where it's like a gamble, like a big gamble to like figure out where it is and all that jazz.
Well, I asked the cop, which building would you say is normally considered their headquarters? Which is the most well guarded?
The new one.
Okay.
Yeah, that probably took a lot of money to invest in. So obviously they would have, like, if 400 stories is like the cream of the crop of like how tall a building can get, then yeah, they would most likely make that their, like, what else would they be using it for?
Well, they seem to be trying to get the high class clientele and be a little more, not above board, but
All right,
get
We'll
the
try
rich
there.
people in.
More scene.
let's hack the
Yeah,
security
so-
camera
Sort of like
system.
Yakuza.
So yeah, I mean, they might not be running the,
We're gonna-
certain
do
things
some-
out of that.
We're gonna do some
Gonna have
diehard
a
shit
front.
here. Diehard shit right here. We're gonna break in,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
blow the motherfucker up. No, hack the security system on this
Oh.
building.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I could just like
Cameras.
I could
Let's see
hack
how
cameras,
good their
possibly
security system
see
is.
how, like just
Because
kind of
we're-
test the waters.
Probably, if we can't hack it, we're probably going to want to knock it out.
But
So we need to know either
because
way.
it's probably gonna be pretty secure, start with the power systems that we talked about and see which floor is drawing a lot of power.
Yeah, I thought I did that.
No,
I
you
was-
buildings. You were looking at the buildings.
Yeah, like
No,
that.
we're gonna
like,
say in the actual building of which floors or which because usually it's
oh,
it's probably-
individual. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Individual
You
floors.
checked their meters. Now we got to check their internal meters.
Got it. Would I be able to do that, Rich?
Yeah, give me just a second.
like if we had a little more data on this machine, we could literally look at the waveforms. Hey, let's hack the freaking internet too, because it's probably all connected up to the web, and it's got a bunch of interfaces and
How to fix core? How to fix money printing core? How to wipe search history?
All right, so you are attempting to assess the energy use of each floor in this building.
Yes.
All right, that's
Yes.
going to be a difficulty of 10.
Oof, okay. Fingers crossed, my dudes. Yeah. Wait. First off, click. Now, yeah. What I get? Nope. Nah, not even close. I run into 12 firewalls.
Yeah, it seems like their system is on the grid only goes up to their building. Their
Right.
building is on a separate computer infrastructure
gotcha.
than the
Air-gapped.
the basic.
So maybe
utilities.
if I get inside and like use one of their computers, it might be a whole lot easier.
it wouldn't be easier.
No? Okay. Well, it'd be a different kind of easy, but then everything else is harder.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
It was,
Um,
it was a gamble.
All right, so in that case, obviously this
And that was
building.
just trying to
Okay.
get into their systems, right?
Yeah.
So we
no, that
still
was
don't
trying to
know-
figure out what floor draws the most power.
So
We
let's
still
just see if
don't
we can
know
get into
if
their
it's-
basic systems.
If it's even the right building, right?
Yeah, we don't know. We're working off assumptions.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're kind of just like
just trying to
Okay,
get as much
okay,
data as possible.
Okay. So obviously somebody built this big fancy building, right? So somebody made plans to build this big fancy building. So somebody had to go to a government official to give these plans to, so the building wouldn't fall down once it was built.
Oh yeah, maybe they have like
Maybe there's
Like-
records of it.
But they-
maybe they wouldn't have like had it in the plans like, hey, this is where we're gonna put a big old machine. Well, or maybe they did. I don't know.
Or
Some might
maybe
be
they
might have been
had
stupid.
it, Paul pulled out this, hey, there's this third floor in the basement. That's a really big room. That's
Oh
probably
yeah, they might have basement floors.
kind of custom made to put a big ass machine into. I mean, you know, obviously
How do we
it's
get
not gonna,
access to those records, though?
I don't
Uh,
know.
Mm.
That would be hacking.
Government
public-
records would be
wait.
easier to hack.
Well, also on top of that, we might just be able to ask first before hacking.
That's true.
And we do have a cop.
Well,
Yeah. Maybe
who-
like
Wait a second.
maybe
Who are we stealing this thing for?
Government.
For some
That's
the
plan
government.
system.
Security system or security company.
Who works
Okay,
for the
so
government?
that is legit or what? I mean,
That's what I asked at the
We
beginning.
don't know.
Yeah, it's like
They
Blackwater.
legitimately work
So
for the
we-
governments of different planets.
Yeah, it's legitimate. It's
how much
legitimate as
clout
he-
do they have with this government, though?
Not much because it is very corrupt.
Yes,
so we
but
can't
we're
just
gonna
walk in and ask for the plans. We have to sneak them.
come on, Sean. We rolled
Oh,
a
yeah.
12 with the chief of police or whoever we talked to. The
They don't
local
have
sheriff.
access to the plans.
Yeah, but plans are
It'd be a city
plans.
planning office.
Yeah, exactly. So that he can send one of his beat cops over to the planning office and say, "Hey, could you pull the plans for this building? I have to go do a fire inspection with the
Or-
fire marshal."
Plans
That might
for
work in
the
this tiny town, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure in a big city.
plans for the block. Because
I'm
they have
just-
to check something.
But we could just hack the system. It's probably a lot easier to hack the government system than it is to hack some freaking super, like, replicator own duplicator owning pirate posse.
Probably.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh wait, no, I assassinate people. I'm not thinking about legality. So I could definitely do that if I could definitely do that if like we don't want to go in physically.
Well, we do, but we don't want to go in physically to the wrong building. That's kind of give our.
Oh no, I'm talking about the
There's
plans.
very little stored physically anyway.
Right.
What?
There's very little stored physically.
Oh, digital.
Everything's digital nowadays.
I
Yeah.
mean, they've got spaceships, so yeah.
Yeah.
And government systems are notoriously leaky.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm really glad that like, despite all the jokes about like being what was it you said, like like a fake programmer, or what was
A wannabe
fake
hacker.
Yeah, wannabe hacker. Like, besides being wannabe hacker, like there's a lot of things hackers get it for.
Well, we are in a world that hacking is a very important skill set.
Very
Yeah.
important skill. Okay. So do we want to try that then next?
I don't know. It's not going to cost us anything, right? We can just try it.
Fine.
And
Okay.
it doesn't hurt us. I mean, obviously, maybe we're going down the wrong path.
Might
Rich-
be, but like, you
Rich probably has some path in his head, like,
No. No. I don't do that.
know. Okay.
This is
We
I
not
have
just
this
Rich
defined-
thought of
and
this
he
morning.
manifests it.
I
I
have
guess
this
though, like
defined
Rich has told me
road
that
they need to
so
travel
many
down.
times. It's like,
This is
Don't
you come up with a
expect that
super good idea, and I go, "Oh, that's it."
yeah, that sounds good. That sounds fun. Let's go that way. Yeah, Rich has told me about that a lot. It's like, don't expect them to do whatever you think they're gonna be doing. Like, just kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to roll program again?
I'm just trying to think of all of the B movie things that heroes or anti-heroes or whatever you want to call us have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Difficulty 8.
Okay. Click.
what does Angel say they're doing with
Hey!
Yes, exactly.
this building?
Awesome.
At headquarters, he thinks.
There's
got
not like casino or anything like that in there? Or
There's nothing
brothel.
public in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it
there
was
could
like
be.
high-rise apartments for like really rich people, right?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's just a very tall building that they don't know what goes on inside. The police don't know what goes on inside. It's deep enough in their territory that the police don't hang out there often. Don't get a chance to hang out there often.
Well, see, here's the
and
thing
the ones
about
that
fake.
do are corrupt.
Here's the thing about fake money, right? Fake money still has to get washed, right? You
Laundered.
Still gotta launder that stuff. So you gotta find ways to launder it.
Might be off planet though.
Like the first thing that comes to mind is
that's why they're doing it here, because this is like a market planet. So this is a place you come where you can get anything as long as you pay the right price. So they're laundering their money. You were told that's why they're here. They're laundering their money through this place.
So therefore, if they're laundering their cash through these other establishments, i.e. merchants selling stuff to seafarer or spacefarers, right? Basically. So what they're selling stuff at and they're receiving cash and they're actually more like they're buying stuff with their counterfeit cash and then they're reselling it for real cash. That would be the way to launder it, right? I mean, that's
Correct. Yeah. Or if you're if you own a business that accepts a lot of cash is another good way to launder it. You saw what was the
Breaking
show?
Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, they had that car wash, and they would just cook the books every day and say they made more money than they really did.
yeah. So they can put more cash into the account as revenue,
And then it becomes legitimate money instead of
and then
drug money from nowhere. And another thing is laundering money. To require laundering money, you're going to have to be paying taxes, because otherwise
Right.
nobody knows how much money you have.
And that doesn't really
so they
seem
have
like
to
a
have a whole lot of taxes.
tax place.
That things are heavily taxed here, but there are ways around it, just like in real life.
I mean, yeah, plus they're paying
Like,
off cops. Why wouldn't
And
they
it's-
pay it
it's-
off
yeah.
everybody?
Again, it's a cash-based business
Planet.
line. So
Yeah. Well,
They
and
can
on a
kinda-
cash-based planet, there's a
Yeah.
lot of physical money runs around this planet.
okay. So if this doesn't work, we can move on to the businesses that they control and then trace the money transfer to that said business, like with a stakeout of some sort. Hey, where's that armored truck full of cash coming from, kind of thing? Because it's
So you
got to
have the
go
plans for the
back to the
building.
machine.
yeah, yeah. Our plans. What did it look like?
There is one floor that looks severely different from the rest. It is
Hey.
an indoor pool.
Indoor pool.
Indoor. Hmm.
Indoor
thing-
pool.
So
Uh,
wait, does it say
Need a
indoor
good
pool?
deal
Yes.
of cooling?
Yes, that's my question.
That
No, it
makes a
would
lot
need
of
heating.
sense. Oh, heating.
This needs.
You don't want to swim in a
this-
cold pool?
No,
The pool needs to be heated.
Yeah.
Does the
Machine.
machine need to be cooled?
Oh, no.
okay.
Maybe it needs to be heated.
Oh
Um,
god.
it-
Maybe the machine needs to be heated.
It would probably
Like, just
need to be ventilated,
Yeah. We were thinking
but
like
so
you know
would
how
a
like
pool level.
okay. Okay. And what floor is that exactly? Is that a basement floor or is that a high up floor?
No, it's like 276.
Okay, 276 it is.
Because why not?
Is it a terrace
Or sorry,
level?
376. 376. Is it a what?
I'm assuming this has terrace levels. Like every 50 levels, there's a terrace or something.
Terrorist.
What does that mean?
So like it banks in a bit so that people have an outdoor area.
It's like a balcony outside.
No, it's not very hotel-like. More of a
Yeah.
business building, goes straight up sides.
So that's the only oddity we see on these plans is this one
Correct,
particular
yeah.
floor. Gotcha. How deep does this building go?
There is an underground garage that has 3 sublevels to it.
Okay,
Okay,
so
that
not very,
makes
not
sense,
very
like-
deep then.
Because like if people are gonna be like possibly like just like living here, essentially, they need a place to park and stuff.
Right. Okay.
But like that's a problem though. That's like really high in the building. So like, oh wait. We could just wait. Do we have jetpacks? Jetpacks a thing.
Bit of a
Sure,
thing,
thing.
but we don't have them.
Yeah, we don't have them, but like maybe we just like crash a window and just like sort of like parachute out or something. I'm just thinking of ways like how to escape the fastest because of such a high floor.
Okay. Is there any buildings around that are very tall?
Yeah, like are there any buildings that are even like close to how tall this building is, like right next to it?
The closest,
Or
the higher buildings are around it, but the closest one would be like 100 floors.
Okay.
okay,
Well, that's
so we're not
something though.
seeing that room.
Well, that is something though. Like if we like 100 floors is like essentially a few seconds of that we get. Like we jump out of
I
a
got
window
it.
and land on that building and then escape from
So
that
this is the tallest building in the planet,
In this
building. Or
area,
at least in
yeah.
this
in this
yeah.
area. So what we're gonna say, we are extreme entertainers, and we are going to jump. We want to jump off of their building and free fall, parachute at the very last second, and cast it on whatever service we can make money on. This is what we do for a living.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. We don't. We have to probably legitimize ourselves. We wouldn't necessarily have the. We don't have the viewers, right? But I'm just saying, it's a big ass building. People want to jump off of it and see
Just need
people
to
do
upload
it,
a
right?
bunch of YouTube videos.
Just be just oh no, and just like the people that just climb buildings.
What was Point Break? The dead presidents? We're the dead presidents.
Mm,
I think this is probably the building we want to get into. If we want to try to do a stakeout and check out some of their potential laundering facilities, maybe we could see if there's armored trucks that come back to this building.
Oh yeah, we could also possibly just like sneak in from one of those armored trucks. Like maybe they're bringing stuff in, we sneak in the back like a few blocks away, and then kind of take over the truck and drive in.
Climb 300 floors.
Yeah.
Well, like if they're
whatever.
going to that building, like
Yeah, but
like,
they don't go up
shit.
to the fucking floor. And they sit in the garage and get their shit loaded up by somebody else. So that'd be quite the climb.
All right. So you guys were talking about staking out this place. How long do you want to stake it out for?
I guess
like a
until
day.
we get legitimate, like a solid idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a day
Because
at
we
least
can
minimum.
go in chunks of days.
Like,
See
do
what
we have
we can
a time
assess
limit at
after
least?
a day.
You do not have a time limit.
Okay.
We go day by day and then evaluate after the day and see if we need to wait another day.
All right. I don't. Give me a notice roll DC 12.
Somebody got good notice?
And then the amount
I
you miss
have-
it by will be how many days you spent.
So
Is this gonna be intelligence or wisdom?
Probably wisdom.
I have a -1,
So-
sorry.
so in
plus-
total, I got. Sorry.
I have +1 wisdom and a 0 notice.
Okay, so like one of us would be helping the other then, because I have the same thing.
Okay.
That's
you
fine.
guys are
So go
working
ahead
like
and add a +1
back-
on that.
Back
Yeah,
to back
so,
shifts.
So yeah, Juju, like
Go
I'm
ahead.
just kind of like, oh no, you roll because I've been rolling a lot lately.
I don't remember to put the 1 on there.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
2 days.
Wait, what were we
So
searching for
after
again?
2 days reconnaissance,
We're just watching the place.
I mean, what
um,
were we trying to roll for? I
But
forget.
how many days
Armored
it takes
cars.
before you really notice what's going on?
Got it.
yes.
All right. So after 2 days of reconnaissance on this building, you find that there's a delivery in the morning. So a truck leaves in the morning, and then it comes back in the afternoon. You assume this is some sort of delivery of supplies that they're bringing in. The truck goes underground, so you can't see it being unloaded. But you can tell by watching it that it's going away empty and it's coming back loaded. There is one floor where the lights do not go off ever.
Was that floor 376?
It is indeed.
Okay.
I like it.
The trucks are leaving empty.
Correct. Yes. And they're coming back full.
They're going out for to collect supplies to bring back.
Oh,
Probably stuff to
Need the
like
duplicator
run the thing.
because it needs some type of
Resource
Something
to
resource to, which we don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's something.
Something
Resource.
run something.
that they're buying.
Carbon.
Maybe like energy cells or maybe some sort of foreign element that they found.
It's something fairly common,
Okay.
fairly easy to get a hold of.
Coal.
You gotta buy a lot of
Coal
it.
power.
No, it's powered off the grid.
I
I
know,
was
but you gotta-
joking. I was
But you gotta
thinking
buy a
about
lot of the material, and you gotta bring
Probably
it to the
uses a
building.
lot of energy, huh?
Yeah,
so
like,
we first
yeah.
decided-
Yeah, but
figured we'd
out of a 400-story building, it's a
drop in
pretty
the
small
bucket.
fraction.
Yeah, spreads out.
Wow.
Okay, so we have a pretty good idea. Can we trace those trucks back to their source? Now that we know what we're looking
Can
for.
we like stalk them like where they go?
The building is their source, but they head out to the markets, and since you only watch 2 days, you see them go to 2 different merchants.
So they
So
kind
we're
of
writing the
like
same
go on a
goods.
cycle. Yeah, they probably go on a cycle. Like they buy from this place and then this place and then this place and then this place, then go like back to the first place. Probably guessing.
Okay, got it. All right, so we have a pretty good idea. This is this building.
Yeah,
and
they're
we
very
have a pretty
friendly
good idea.
with the merchants. They pay in cash.
And they always pay more than what you ask for. Crazy how that works.
Yeah, that's reasonably something that you could figure out.
Nobody ever pays more than I ask for.
Except Congress when they're giving away military money.
Hey.
Yeah, they're not bargaining or anything.
Okay.
Just a
I don't think they need to
straight
really.
transaction.
When you make money,
Okay.
like how much is it actually worth?
Well,
Okay, so
depends on the person you ask.
okay, so now the next part is how do we get in and how do we get out without dying?
Well, that's a question we can ask. Think about. I can't stick around tonight much longer than this.
Oh yeah, we got so we got a
that's-
general feel for it.
That's a good idea. Maybe stop now and take the week to think about it.
Yeah.
come up with some
Yeah.
brilliant plan.
Like, my biggest thing is that, like, hey, like, I'm a technician. Maybe they're hiring for a technician, or maybe I fake program like that they're hiring a technician, and then just kind of come in for like kind of just get a scope for the area and make a battle plan from there.
Gangs don't hire; they jump in.
Yeah. But then, like, who do they get to do the janitorial work? Do they just hire, like, they just get one of the grunts to do it?
Yeah,
It's all in their family.
I mean,
Like, who goes in to to fix the
it would
toilets?
be
Who
it would be someone they know for sure, right?
Right.
It might,
Oh yeah.
it
Okay.
might be Frankie's cousin, but even though Frankie's cousin isn't in the gang, he's accountable.
Connected. Right. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, no.
If they were to hire out somebody, they would hire out someone they knew, still
Right. Okay.
someone they already had a relationship with.
And now here's the part that I wish that I had worked in book charisma.
Mhm.
As like just become a girlfriend to one of the gang members, and then just get a job that way.
Playing the long game.
Yeah.
7
Playing
months
the
later.
long game. Oh no. Oh fuck.
He says, "So you clean toilets, huh?"
The new laundry facility guy. Yeah, the old guy, he decided to take a vacation off planet. I guess he had a lot of cash.
Yeah, he just like
So,
kind of up and went, like,
I
just
took
like a
over
surprise
from my I
vacation.
took over from my uncle.
Uncle Benny.
I'll take good care of you guys.
Oh,
Whatever you need.
good shit.
All right.
I love this kind of stuff though. Like this, heist stuff is fun.
Mm. Too bad Tristan wasn't in this thing. He'd love this.
Do you think I should
Yeah.
ask to see if he wants to join?
Oh,
This
I
is
don't
the
know.
kind of this is the kind of
Yeah.
game that Tristan loves.
He
Yeah.
he has a standing invitation. I'm almost positive
Okay.
he knows that.
He does.
Yeah, I just think that well, like this week was like a no-go because families. Well, not the hospital stuff that happened. Not him, but like his boyfriend. So he's been kind of preoccupied with that.
Okay. Well, good luck to him and good luck to you guys. And have a good weekend.
Okay.
Um,
See you all
no
next
problem.
week. Thank you.
Yes,
It
yes.
was very
Lots of
fun and very just racked my brain, and I love that shit.
Yeah, it's a good game when I don't talk very much.
Okay. Well, hope you all enjoy your week and take care. Late.
Thank you, sir. Have a good
Awesome.
one.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. You guys have a good one.
See you next
Awesome.
week.
Bye.